So I think from India perspective, at least South Asia I'll largely cover, we have seen activity across two or three domains, and Kenneth alluded towards it. One, on the corporate side, there is a lot of revival coming to foreign currency. While we are talking about the offshore rate hikes, I think what has helped movement of the clients from onshore to offshore has been the immense rate hike in the onshore currency as well. So the gap that existed way back during the COVID era between local currency INR and USD as a foreign currency has now narrowed down quite a bit. And therefore
this is uniquely India.
This is unique to India. Yes. So I mean, as compared to SOFR, which I think has hiked by at least 1 or 2%, I mean, INR rates, base rates have gone up by almost 3%. So therefore, the gap between INR and foreign currency has narrowed. And therefore, as originators, as transactors, the entire pitch to our clients, which is about diversification, opening up a wider pool of liquidity, etc., has become a bit more meaningful. So you see a lot of corporates coming into the foreign currency market. And I think this has been true for names which are investment credit. So for example, names like Reliance, which saw almost 30 plus Taiwanese actually joining that transaction and making it a landmark transaction. I think the other activity has been on the FI side. Now, India is a very interesting space to be in. We are capped by our country rating, which is BBB minus. But if you start looking at the underlying assets and the underlying rating reports, credits are generally seen as higher than the country rating. So you'll generally see that on a standalone basis, most of the corporates, most of the FI in India will be given a credit rating at par with a flat BBB or a BBB positive. But by virtue of our country rating being where it is, which is BBB minus, they are capped. So yes, I think these two pools have seen a lot of activity. Chris mentioned LBO space has been what it has been this year. Few and sundry, but hopefully, at least I also echo the sentiment that next year we are seeing a lot of engagement between the sponsors. They are evaluating a lot of transactions. So I am a bit more optimistic for next year as well in terms of the sponsor-driven transactions. But I think Taiwan remains critical for overall India market perspective. I think at least 60 to 70% of liquidity is contributed by people within this room. So yeah, hopefully that trajectory continues.